Do you know the signs and symptoms of NT? Learning about this condition can help support people within this vulnerable community. Neurotypical, or NT, is a condition that is thought to affect more than 80% of the population. However, some researchers believe that NT is overdiagnosed by practitioners, especially in females ages 0 to 43 years old. Misdiagnosis of NT can lead to symptoms of perfectionism and chronic boredom, putting individuals at increased risk of addiction to Candy Crush. Studies confirm that professions such as retail, sales, and management have the highest percentage of neurotypical employees. Since the beginning of the pandemic, more and more NT people are suffering with loneliness due to increased isolation as they are forced to work from home with no one to talk to.
While neurotypicality does exist on a spectrum, we can still reduce this condition down to a brief list of symptoms, the act of which may or may not contribute to widespread misunderstandings and stigmatization of this condition.
NT people often communicate with others through a set of social guidelines or rules. From an outsider's perspective, this behavior can be described as small talk or chit-chat, the unnecessary and implicit practice of asking benign questions and talking about the weather. NTs do not always perceive or consider the physical boundaries of others, i.e., hugging when greeting somebody. Researchers have discovered that NT brains have a tendency towards in-the-box thinking, making it difficult for most neurotypicals to innovate or think creatively. This aspect of neurotypicality is noteworthy for businesses who promote NTs to middle management positions, as an NT's dedication to the status quo may impede the company's advancement. Fortunately for most NTs, managerialist structures are well accustomed to neurotypical reasoning, and NTs will most likely feel no pressure to address inefficiencies or injustices at work.
I was a good student. I got good grades. It wasn't until I went to university to study computer science that I realized something wasn't right. I didn't know what was wrong with me. But after I received the diagnosis for NT, things just started making sense, and I was able to get the help that I needed.
When I first came out as neurotypical, my parents didn't really understand. They said stuff like, "But isn't everyone a bit neurotypical? And you can't be neurotypical, you're so logical." I used to believe that only little boys were neurotypical and that they just grew out of it eventually. But apparently that's not the case. Remember, neurotypicality, like neurodiversity, exists on a spectrum. Do your best to show respect and compassion for the experiences of others. Seek out knowledge and skills to help bridge the gap and reduce harmful stigmas. Understand that your way of viewing the world is just one way.